Looks like Dave Moon's working on our sound. I'm hearing myself. And we got a swing and miss batter. Swing and miss on the first pitch. Yeah, that's all better. That's better, Dave. Can you hear me? Look at that called strike at the knees. The balls, 2 strikes. And we got 1 out here for the Turks. Sophomore TJ Halson fouls that one off. A little bit low on that curveball. As I said before, this is the first high school baseball game here for the Turks in almost 2 years. Most of these kids don't play travel ball. There's a few that do, so a lot of them, it's their first time playing in quite a while. Ball's low, 2-2. The Pumas were the defending state champions from 2 years ago, since there was no state championship last year. DJ's a sophomore playing shortstop today. Swing and a miss. That will bring up 2 outs. And now we're going to bring up Riley Strauss, a senior, who has not played baseball since his freshman year. He played quite a bit of baseball leading up to that. Took a couple of years off, did some golf. Great to have him back this year for his senior year. First pitch is low, about 75 miles an hour for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Foul ball. That is in the swamp. There's a ton of baseballs here. You got to walk through a swamp practically to get here at Magnuson Park here in Seattle. We got 1 ball and 1 strike. And curveball there at 65 miles an hour. Swung and miss. We got 1 ball and 2 strikes. And we got a foul ball there for Strauss. We got 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Turks. We got a swing and a miss. That 3rd strike. And we will go out and take the field here. And I'm going to mute it here until we start the bottom half. Of the first inning. I don't want it. Turks get ready to warm up here. Take the field. We got Kobe Keeler at pitcher. He's playing in his first game in first high school game in nearly 2 years, where last time he played in a high school game, he broke his leg sliding into second base with about 5 games left in the season. And so he's played a little bit in the summer since then, but it's his first game back on the field here as a senior for the Turks. And the Turks are also taking advantage of the new rule this year for 1A schools in our league, where 8th graders can also participate. So behind the plate is Kobe's brother, Caden, who is, as I said, an 8th grader playing in his first high school game. I can't see the gun. Kobe will take his warm-up pitches, and we will get started here in the bottom half of the first with University Prep getting ready to bat. The Turks are a little short-handed today. They have a few kids, about 3 or 4, that are gone for spring break, and so there's quite a few kids out here. I counted 6 that are playing in their first high school baseball game today, so that's exciting for them. And we will get started here as number 2, Rothman, bats for University Prep. First pitch, 72 miles an hour, a little high, ball 1. I know the Turks today are looking to keep all their pitchers 50 pitches or less first game, and not a lot of practice time with the shorter season this year. This pitch is fouled off. We got 1 ball, 1 strike. We got a called strike. Look like a little curveball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Rothman. Kobe steps off, thinks about it a little bit, and he calls out a little bro here for a little talk. They may have a miscommunication on the signals. Make sure they're on the same page here. 2 strikes. You want to make sure this is a ball that you catch, so we don't get them drop third, get them down first base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. No score. Ground ball towards third. Bubba Hill picks it up and doesn't have a play. We got an infield base hit. Soft ground ball there. And the second batter here is Laganoff for University Prep. We got a runner on first here. Let's see if they test the 8th grader here behind the plate. And he takes off, throws down, late on the throw. I believe that a ball there. Ball on that play, stolen base. So now we got a runner at second base here with a 1-0 count. No score yet. And he takes off for third. Keeler throws down. And he's safe at third. Nice play. We had a called strike on that. Ball, one strike. Nobody out here. Runner on third here for the Pumas. A little bit low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on that last pitch. The 71-mile-an-hour fastball. We just got 2 balls, 2 strikes here with nobody out. Runner on third. Our goal is to be able to broadcast all the away games as well as home games, but we're going to do the traveling road show here for Turk Pride for our away games. Ground ball there. Oh, ground ball to second baseman. Nobody's covering at first. One scores. So we got runner on first now with 1 out. I can tell you right now, Riley Strauss, I have not seen play for space before. So this is, it's part of baseball. He'll figure it out. This is a new experience for him. Got a curveball that misses up. 1 ball and no strikes. This is, number 7 is Crawford, the number 3 hitter. Runner stays. We got a cold strike there on the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coach holding kind of close at first. He's got a nice lead though. Runner stays, pitches inside. We got 2 balls, 1 strike. I'll be updating the score in between innings, so I'll try to give you the score really when I can. Right now we're 1-0 for the Pumas. No outs here in the bottom of the first. A couple of ground balls that weren't able to get the out here. First 2 batters. Hey, we got a swing and a miss on that pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thrown 13 pitches this inning. Strauss holds him on over there at first base. We got a strike 3. Keeler throws in. He's safe at second. Nice play though. We got a strike out and an out. Strike. Test on the 8th grade earlier here. Behind the plate. 1 out here. Runner on second. Batter up now is Fried. 24. Ball misses left. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. He's keeping him close there a second. TJ's coming in and out. Trying to hold him close. Gets to get a ball to the outfield. Might be able to keep him from scoring. A little off-speed pitch there. This looks like a little bit low maybe. No balls, no strikes to clean up the hitter for the Pumas. And he hits him. We'll give him first base. Not the worst thing to happen with a 2-0 pitch, but well, we set a double play, force a base. And now Clausen, the fifth place hitter, is batting for the Pumas with one out. There's on first and second. And we got a high fly ball there. I got Austin Woods underneath it, and he's not able to hang on to it. Again, Austin making his first appearance in a baseball game in about 7 years since Little League minors. So it's really cool to see him come out and play this year. Austin's one of those kids who early on played a lot of sports and decided basketball was going to be his sport. So from about 5th grade on, that was pretty much it in the basketball, and it's paid off. He's had a really good basketball career for the Turks. Started as a freshman. Bases low, one ball. We got bases loaded here with one out. Caden blocks that one. 2 balls, no strikes. Now we got a force at any base. We'd love to have a ground ball right back to the pitcher here. See if we can get the force at home. We got a ball there, 65 miles an hour for a called strike. Having a tough time locating fastball, but he feels pretty comfortable, it looks like, with his off-speed pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ooh, got him swinging on another. Yeah, I might come right back to that. Yep, got a good feel right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And he does. Come to the curve, misses away. We got a full count here. Nowhere to put him there. A strike here. Scopia takes a big breath here. Monday, the Turks host South Whitby. First home game. That'll be a 4 o'clock start. That will also be broadcast here on Pride TV. Misses a little low, ball 4. That will bring a runner in. Make it 2-0 here with 1 out. Bases are still loaded. About 24 pitches here in this inning. Malady, the 7th place hitter, is up here. This is hard away there, ball 1. It's that point in the inning where you have a walk, a hit bat, a couple errors. You're up in your pitch count here. It's difficult, especially early on in the season here. You start to see a miss high. It's not a good sign. 2 balls, no strikes. Yeah, missing high. That's hell for a pitcher. They start getting up in pitches. Missing high, it's usually getting tired. And we got a 4-pitch walk. We'll look and see here. It doesn't look like we have anybody warm, but it looks like Coach Skeet's going to come out and talk with the pitcher. Caden is coming out and talk with Kobe as well. So I'll now give him a little bit of a reset. Right now, looking at stats here, we got 1 hit, 2 walks, a hit batter, 3 unearned runs. But the name of the game here is you got to throw strikes. Give your defense a chance to make an out. Okay.
We got 1, Yucky!
So we are going to number 8 hitter. Here's Zell, right-handed hitter. This is low. That's ball. We got a ground ball here to the third baseman. He makes the throw across, pulls off the first baseman. 2 runs are going to score on that play. Good alert base running there by the Pumas, getting the extra run on throw across. We now have runners at first and third for the number 9 hitter, Worcester. Still got 1 out. Called strike. Aiden fakes the throw to second. We're at the number 9 and 10 hitters. This is where we want to throw strikes to get out of this inning. We have been able to get 3 ground balls, which is always a plus. A swing and a miss. That's the way to get ahead. Better than 2. And now the score's 5-0. University Prep here in the bottom of the first. Misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, Tyler. Go get it, Shelby. Go get it.
Gives him the curveball, fouls it off. We would like to get him right here. This would be his 35th pitch of the first inning. We got 1 out. Again, the self-imposed pitch limit of about 50s might be his only inning. The plan is to hopefully be able to use all of their pitchers again on Monday. Keep as many available as possible. Plus, they'll get a couple of pitchers back after the weekend as well. High pop up here. TJ, the shortstop, calls him almost makes the play. That'll be the 2nd out of the inning. Great. Run 2nd, 3rd here. We are the number 10 hitter, Hamilton. Definitely you want to get in those last spots in the order. You want to get them out before you have to turn the batting order over, get back to the top of the order with the next hitter. We got a fly ball deep right field. Woods giving away. He's not going to get there. 2 runs are going to score. Strauss is going to make the throw third base, which is a little bit late. They don't have anybody backing up with the throw. It gets past him, which is going to get the run in. So we're going to call that a double. And then holding here. Go back to the top of the lineup here. And we got a line drive base hit to the center fielder. It's O'Day. Turks do have 2 outs here. 8-0 here in the bottom of the first. Looks like they have 8 runs on 3 hits here in the first inning. And we're back to the top of the lineup. So he misses away with a fastball. Back to the curveball, misses in. 2 balls, no strikes. Misses down in the dirt, if there was dirt. Ball 3. I would imagine this might be it for Kobe if he can't get this hitter. He's up over 40 pitches now here in the first inning. We got a ground ball to third baseman. It is bobbled. Kobe's almost a couple of walks is doing his job. He's about 4 with the ground ball that we've now been able to get it out. Just makes it rough. Anyway, we're back to the number 3 hitter. He's hitting for his 2nd time this inning. We got a call strike there. Ground ball, it's going to get through the hole there. Runners are going to score. And now we go back to cleanup hitter who was hit his first time up. Hit by pitch. Another ground ball. TA makes a nice diving attempt, but we're not able to get it. Almost a replay of that last one. Oh, got him hung up. Oh, you got to throw it, Kobe. We gotta get an out, dude. All right, ball in play. Sorry, keeping score at the same time here. That is a 10 spot there for the Pumas. Number 5 here, Clausen back up. Kobe misses high here. And we got a call strike. Okay. Got battle back here. We got a foul ball. We're 1 strike away from getting out of this thing. We talked about earlier with a lot of boys missing today. There's probably 3 or 4 starters that weren't able to make the trip today. So hopefully get all of them back on Monday, and this will be a nice little chance to almost treat this like a scrimmage, chance to get some baseball in. The first time in a long time after a couple weeks of practice. Ball misses low. We got 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ooh, this is away there. Not close now. I said this before. I still think we're got to be probably a batter away from. Yeah, this is his 50th pitch of the inning. Not like having just throw as many pitches in one inning. I know we talked about 50 pitches being the kind of the max of where we want to go, but that was not ideally in one inning. It's a lot more work than 50 pitches in 2 or 3 innings, and he messes up. No balls, 1 strike here. Got ahead on that one after that foul ball. And this is high. The player in this situation that it's difficult for his catcher, who's now been squatting for about a half hour behind him there. So he would like to get this inning as well. And there's a good batter. And it looks like the Turks are going to make pitching change here. And the Turks are going to bring in sophomore TJ Allison to pitch. Well, a rough first outing there for Kobe. 11 unearned runs, a couple of batters, a few walks, 5 hits. Didn't pitch badly. Just couldn't get the outs. Again, we will see TJ pop in here. Not sure what they will do from a shortstop standpoint. I think they're probably going to go be a shortstop, which is interesting. You don't see a lot of 6'5" shortstops, but he has played a little bit with the high school team over the last couple of years, a few years. And experience-wise, he can handle the position, yes. I'm going to hit the mute button here while we get our warm-up going. I got it, Jared. Jared, I got it.
What do you got?
$53. Okay. Hayden's back should be good and stretched out now.
More than 12.
Yeah. We gotta not go that many pitches in an inning. I mean, I know you're trying to get that final out. I think he's throwing strikes for the most part. That's just 53 pitches rough in an inning. Yeah. I know. I'm just thinking from an arm standpoint. Yeah. All right, TJ's taking his last warm-ups here. We do have Kobe Winter to shortstop. And TJ comes in here with bases loaded and 2 outs. Malady is batting here. Actually, now we got a new batter. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can get this. 22. I'm out of 22, so let's go with whoever that is. TJ misses up with a 73-mile-an-hour fastball. And called strike at 75 miles an hour at the knees. Look nice. And sophomore TJ Halson making his pitching debut in high school here. Gives a curveball. Casey gets there, throws to second. We get the force in, we get an out. Final out of the inning there. We come here in the second inning. We're going to have Keeler and Keeler for starting off here. Well, after a long first inning there, I'm sure Kobe Keeler would love to come up here and have a little fun with this at bat, his first at bat here, top of the second inning. Again, Kobe, this is his first high school game in nearly 2 years after his last high school game resulted in a broken leg sliding into second base. Sophomore year, he had 3 home runs for the Turks in 15 games. Looking at the distance here, the fences, 325 down the right field line, down the field line. It's reachable.
Hey, let's get some runs right here.
His brother, Ken Keeler, is on deck. 8th grader, making his high school varsity debut. Ball misses inside. Ball misses low. Gotta tell you, it is chilly out here today. It's about 50 degrees overcast and about 15-mile-an-hour breeze. And yeah, I'm wearing shorts. It's chilly. He's swinging a miss there. He's looking for that 325-foot fence. We got 2 balls, 1 strike. Hey, you're ahead 2-0. Like that aggressive swing. Just got to keep your head down. Ball misses in that same location he missed on the first two. It was 3 balls, 1 strike. Ball 4. First, hey, if you are watching here, first time watching here on Pride TV, make sure you hit the subscribe button. That helps us out to be able to do these games at no cost, and also it's nice, you get notifications whenever games pop up, like next Monday. So Kobe's brother Caden here, 8th grader, making his debut here. He's a catcher, but he's batting 5th for the Turks tonight, number 10. Strike at the knees. Looks like he's getting a little closer to the plate there on that one. And we got a ground ball to the third baseman. And we get the force out there at second. Caden is safe at first. The fielder's choice. And we got Bubba Virgil batting here for the Turks, number 6. This is also his first high school baseball game. Played on the team last year for the 2 weeks that we had before COVID hit and the season was called. Played a lot of baseball over the years. Actually had the opportunity to coach him, I think he was 11 years old there for Majors Little League, the old Dodgers team that we had. Old strike at the knees. Full balls, 2 strikes. Ball misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A little bit high, swing and miss, strike 3. We got 2 outs. Aggressive swing there. Keegan Arnold, a freshman coming in here. Also had opportunity to coach him for several years in a Little League. He was part of, with him along with Caden, was part of the Tournament of Champions champion. Back when they were 10, 11 years old, playing for the Giants and coached with Rhett Collins. Caden Keeler with the steal there after the called strike. So the runner down in scoring position. It's kind of cool for Caden and Keegan to get a chance to play together again here for the Turks. Strike called at the knees. Keegan's a 3-sport athlete for the Turks. He's played football, also plays basketball. Ball misses up high, no 2 pitch. Good 1 ball, 2 strikes. Keegan takes one at the knee, 75 miles an hour for strike 3. And that will take us to the bottom half of the second inning. Put the ball in play. Put the ball in play. That's full base. Yeah. Good to see Coach Leverett here on the broadcast. Coach Leverett had to take a year off this year. The strange season and everything going on, and work did not allow him to coach this year, but he plans on being back next year and has been to a practice, watching, following the game online here, and I know he plans on watching as much as he can from distance, but great to see him here. TJ Halson is just warming up here to start the bottom half of the second inning. TJ did reach 75 on a fastball here in the last inning. We're going to start off with Zell, the 8th place hitter. So bottom 3 in the order. Well, actually, it looks like they got a pinch hitter, so let's see if I can get that on here. Nope, not working on game changer. So if you're watching from the University Prep, I apologize, as University Prep is working in some new players here. I don't have all of them on the roster that we had set up for game changer. This is number 15 batting. We got called strike, 72 miles per hour at the knees. Puts it in play. Casey charges after it. Austin comes after it. Drops for a base hit. We should be able, for our next road broadcast, we should be able to get a little bit better view of the field. We got a tripod coming that'll stick up to the fence and make it a little easier than what we're doing here with this one. So that will hopefully allow you to be able to see the whole field. We got a foul ball there on the first pitch. The ball's 1 strike. Number 2. I'm off on the batting order here, it looks like. Let's see if I can get this changed. Got Rothman batting number 2, which is actually the first hitter, I believe, unless I may have made a change in the to DH, I'm not sure. He gets hit by a pitch. We'll see who's up now. Number 17. Yep, so we're back at the number 2 spot here. Batting order. We got no outs. Here in the bottom of the second, runners at first and second. We got a pop-up here. Strauss goes after it. Casey Siffin goes after it. Makes a nice catch for the first out of the inning. Not sure if you guys could see that on your screen, but it's a nice catch there. Basket catch. So we got 1 out here in the bottom half of the second. Ball's low. Runners advance. Second, third with 1 out. Ball misses away. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball's hit out to left. Keegan Almo comes in on it. Makes a diving catch. Oh, gotta hit your cut. And hit your cut. A great catch by Keegan Almo, I believe. Get a second out. It'll end up being a sack fly, but we got 2 outs. That was a nice play. That's a tough ball on the line coming straight at you there. Much easier if you're on side to side. And yeah, that is a freshman with that play. And we got a pinch hitter here. Pinch hitter is out. We're going to put number 4 in here, and I think I might be able to. Yeah, no, this is Carter. So 2 outs. Ball misses away. Again, if you hear me talking to myself, it's because I'm also doing game changer at the same time. I don't usually talk to myself too much. Swing and miss there. Curveball. Yes. Nope, that's all right. 2. Only ball 2 strikes with 2 outs here. Runner at second. 2 outs for the Pumas. No, miss it up. Good spot to miss there with 2 strikes. We got 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul ball. Batter stays alive. Barberry. Got a curveball, swing and miss. And that will end the bottom half of the second inning after 1-1. Comes across the plate. Turks will be up to bat. Hey, Kel, have fun? Yeah. All right. Good.
You got him at 18.
16. What's that? Yeah. Yeah. All right, thank you. We got a new pitcher for University UPREP coming up here. Fried, who was I believe, the cleanup here for the Pumas.
I might even tell you a story. It's a good one.
Well, one thing that's kind of cool here is to see fans at the game and away fans. We weren't allowed to have away fans during our football games, so we've probably got, I'd say close to a dozen fans here for the Turks, and probably a good 15-20 for the Pumas. Down here for Magnuson Park and Seattle. Yeah, now batting is going to be Austin Wood. And he's a senior this year. This is his first time playing baseball since fifth grade. He just took a called strike. First pitch. Good athlete. Called strike. Quickly down to 0-2. This is down the way. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Let's go. Come on, get it.
And goes down swinging. Cut. 1 out. And Casey Sifferman here, sophomore, also making his high school baseball debut after his freshman year was cut short last year. Takes pitch at the knees for strike 1. That was a 71-mile-an-hour fastball. We do have a little radar gun set up, so I'm trying to give you some speeds as I think about it. Fastball gets fouled away. Again, it was 70 miles an hour. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. After this batter, Turks will turn the batting order over to leadoff hitter Jose Sundak. Ooh, that was a really nice curveball that just missed high. Took about 10 miles an hour off of that pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Casey stays alive there with the foul ball. I apologize if I was just on mute and you didn't hear all the nice things I had to say about Casey, but I'm not sure if I was on mute or not. Again, he's making his high school debut here as a sophomore, after having last year cut short. Ball again, misses low. Bounces for the plate. We got 2 balls, 2 strikes. With 1 out here in the top half of the 3rd inning. Again, the Turks' next game will be Monday, 4 o'clock. We will live stream that from Sultan High School as the Turks face South Woodby. Casey swings and misses on that. It's 2 outs, and again, senior Joe Day is going to get his second at bat here.
Let's go.
This is high, maybe a little away. Ball. No strikes. Out tip. Got 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here. No good on for the Turks. Yeah. Swings under that one. Good swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's get made. Let's go. Ball's in the dirt. Swinging a miss. Just dropped 3rd. He's going to hustle down to first base. They're able to get the other out. And that will take us to the bottom of the 3rd here. What's that? Yeah. Pretty cool. So for the school? Yeah, it is. Awesome. We've done all the home games for years. It's like our 8th year of doing it, but this year trying to do as many away games as we can too. So yeah.
That's pretty cool. And so this is just something you guys do as part of this setup? Or?
Well, yeah. I've got a senior and an 8th grader on the team. So cool. get to come watch the game and broadcast it.
Nice.
Yeah, figure it's going to be here anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, this year has been a lot more like streaming, streamer like one of his ultimate Frisbee games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Kind of cool for him to get back and watch it too. And yeah, you saw that. Huh?
Pretty cool you guys are doing that.
Yeah.
I know.
You're not have to chase that bats, are you? It's hard when they're not hitting the ball.
Inning is it?
We're in the bottom of the third. Probably going to go a little back 2 more times, and the game will probably be over. But next week it's going to be rolling.
I don't think we 9 innings.
Well, they do 7, but unless we score a bunch of runs, it's not going to go 7.
And everywhere everywhere else in high school, they use 9.
Mm-hmm. TJ comes out here for his 3rd inning here. Finish off the 1st inning for the Turks. He's only at 16 pitches, so I know they would like to keep him at below 50 pitches as well. So being efficient, throwing strikes, defense has some plays behind him. Maybe he gets some outs. So we got the number 45 hitter, Clausen, leading off here for the Pumas in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. We got a called strike at the knee, 70 miles an hour. A foul ball. And we got a strikeout, 70 miles an hour down the middle there, swing and miss. Got Andrew batting here for Pumas. Have I said that it is cold here? It is cold. It's probably in the upper 40s now. Stiff wind here. But you know what? Take it, the rain is staying away. More than we could say for Wednesday's game with the University of UPREP. So we got a called strike there. Getting ahead of the batters, which is always great. We got no balls, 1 strike. And another strike with a foul ball. Quickly had 0-2. Gives the curveball, gets fouled off down the 3rd base line. Ahead of little balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom half of the 3rd. Just to get a couple outs here and get the top of the batting order back up here for the Turks. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Misses on that curve. Ball, another curve. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ooh. He misses at the belt. That's a rough one. That ball, pretty tall batter there. That advantage, I can see it right across the belt. And you got a makeup on that one. Hey, Caden, I think there's 2 outs there, buddy. So we got the strike 3. I think that one's probably a little bit low, probably a little bit of a makeup call. Caden, our 8th grader here, thinking there's 3 outs, rolls the ball in, but that was only 2 outs. Ground ball here to the first baseman Strauss, who get it out. We got a 1-2-3 inning. That's fantastic. And we will move to the top half of the 4th. I'm going to mute this here for a little bit, try to get warm.
Sure he does. I don't think there's any of them.
27.
In the 8 hole, 18 for 22. In the 9 spot, 3 for 15.
Thank you. All right, as we go here to the top half of the 4th inning, score 12-0 Pumas after an 11-run first inning. And we are going to start off with the second place hitter, TJ Halson, followed by Riley Strauss and Kobe Keeler. Hopefully we'll reach Caden Keeler.
In the 2 spot,
Some runners on.
20 for 17.
Yep. Hey, we're at 15 viewers. I think that's the most I've seen today. Oh, we just lost somebody. Should have said that. Oh, 14. Once again, our plan is to broadcast all the home and away games this year. The baseball game. If you subscribe, you get notifications whenever the game is being streamed, in case you forget. And again, TJ Halson doing a nice job pitching, coming in relief. Gets the lead off here for the Turks. See if he can help himself, help his team here. Pick up the first hit for Turks would be nice. And this is low. Bounces right at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Foul ball. Yeah, 1 ball, 1 strike. And yeah, the wind's picking up a little bit more. It is kind of blowing out though, so he could get underneath the ball and travel a ways. But pitcher's got a nice curveball. Hasn't been able to locate it for 1 strike yet. It's got a lot of break to it. TJ fouls off another one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. TJ's having good at bat here on the foul ball. And I can tell you, all those foul balls are going into the swamp. That's about $5-6 every foul ball. TJ with a nice shot to left field. And he gets over his head. First hit of the game for the Turks. He's coming into second, rounding second, and he decides to hold up there wisely with a lead-off double for the Turks. Fantastic. We got a run at second base here. Riley Strauss now coming up for the second time here today. Pitcher misses inside on that. 1 ball, no strikes here. Strauss batting third for the Turks today. And by the way, that is TJ Housen's first high school base hit with a double. Ball misses inside there to Strauss. He's quickly out. Had 2 balls and no strikes. And he gets the corner on that one. Called strike right there. 2 balls, 1 strike. And he hits that same shot again. He likes that spot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I tell you, outside of a rough defensive first inning for the Turks, come along pretty well here since getting those first game jitters out. He spikes the ball. TJ is able to move up to third base. So we got a runner at third here with nobody out. And a full count here for Riley Strauss, the senior. I think at some point I owe Mr. Strauss maybe a couple rounds of golf too. Played golf the last couple of years. But you got your whole. Ooh, that's a rough call. Blowing away, but a called strike. Anyway, Riley decided, he talked about, hey, you got your whole life to go golfing. Let's go out and finish this season. That's a rough call. But the game that's kind of going on, sometimes the ump widens their zone a little bit. Anyway, Coach Keeler up here, he walked in the first inning. He's got a runner in scoring position. Just what you want for your cleanup hitter. Ball misses low. We got 1 ball in those strikes. That means his brother Dayton Keeler is on to deck. Our only 8th grader in the program this year. And this is away. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball misses away. 3 balls, no strikes. Way ahead. I'm going to imagine here, Kobe has the green light here. He's looking for his pitch. The outside corner for a called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. We got 1 out here. Kobe would like that to be a little bit more towards him and get it around, pull that thing here to right field. And he hit one deep to right field. Right fielder's getting underneath it. I think we're going to have a sac fly here as TJ tags and scores. It's at about 300 feet. Take it. First one of the game here for the Turks. I think I totally muted again. I apologize. Told you he's not going to be really happy with there. Anyway, he gets a sack fly to deep right field, about 300 feet. Turks play the first run. Caden Keeler is batting here for the Turks. Again, our lone 8th grader. Caden's played a lot of baseball. Just got back from a tournament in Arizona. He's seen pitchers that pitch faster than this, but I'm pretty sure he has not seen the curveball that I've seen from this pitcher. So you want to get ahead of the count so you don't have to see that pitch. We got 2 outs here on the top of the 4th. And a little low again, but I'm just been giving him that. So called a strike here. 1 ball, 1 strike. And he fouls one off. Hey, you got this, Caden? And this is what we talked about, that 1 ball, 2 strikes. I would imagine we're going to see that curveball. Now, he hasn't thrown that curveball for a strike yet, so we'll see what it looks like. And there it goes. Not a strike, 2 balls, 2 strikes. I think here you got to look fastball. If he throws you a curveball, you just got to let it go. He hasn't thrown it yet for a strike. But if you look at the curveball here, you're not going to be able to catch up to him. And swings. So Turks get a run here in the top of the 4th inning to narrow the lead a little here to 12-1 here. And we are going to go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. 42 for 23, all right? I mean, for 21. What number's Casey? Wasn't he 21? 23. All right. And who's 42? I didn't have him on here. Perfect. They changed numbers on me. Yep. All right, TJ comes in for his 4th inning of work. He's only thrown 27 pitches. We have Riley Sargent sophomore into the game at second base. Another one of our kids making their first appearance in a high school baseball game. Another kid that I had the opportunity to coach several years back in Little League. Great to see him continue to play. His older brother Tyler is he's a junior on our team, one of our kids that is out of town for this weekend, so he should be back on Monday. He's one of the pitchers and first baseman as well. And Keegan Allen, that question. Keegan Allen, what number is he? He is number 18, and he is playing in left field for the Turks. Got a swing and a miss there on the first pitch. That is Norcott with I believe his first at bat for the Pumas. Quickly, no balls and 1 strike. Nice 59-mile-an-hour curveball for a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Got him looking 74 miles an hour with that fastball. Run out here. I will fix this score. It is actually 12-1. Got a called strike. Hey, it is a huge advantage as a pitcher when you can get ahead. 0-1, 0-2, 1-2 allows you to throw a lot more pitches that you want to throw and they're not behind. Misses on that, on the curveball low. 1 ball, 1 strike. We got a swing and a miss here. Oh, actually a foul tip. 2 strikes, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here we go, Blue, take the ball!
A foul ball, I believe. Ball was inside. He tried to get out of the way of it, but hit the knob. So, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We got 1 out here at the bottom of the 4th. Curveball. Kirby Keeler. Shortstop there, gets past him. Joe Day makes the play. Got a 1 out single there for the Pumas. Hamilton, the 10th batter in the lineup here for the Pumas, is batting with 1 out, runner on first. Ball misses away. 1 ball, no strikes. Misses away again. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch will be the 38th pitch for TJ. I'm sure the Turks would like to get him through this inning. If we get to the bottom of the 5th inning, I would imagine we'll probably see another pitcher come in. Keep TJ's pitch count down so he's available on Monday if needed. Dylan Meek, yeah, Keegan hit in the 1st inning. I believe he struck out. He should be batting in the next inning, though. So we got a ball away again. 3 balls, no strikes. And strike down the middle there, 67 mile an hour. 3 balls, 1 strike. Foul tip. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And we got a swing and a miss. Way to come back from a 3-0 count. Got the 2 outs. I apologize. We go a little ways with a batter up and you're not hearing anything. It's probably because I have the mute button on. So every once in a while I'm forgetting that. Oh, we got 2 outs here. Rothman batting. Well, this is a little low. Now, this umpire's been pretty consistent giving the pitcher the low and outside pitch, but he hasn't been calling that low and inside pitch much. And there we go. We get the low and outside pitch, and it's called a strike. And he's, like I said, he's consistently called that for both teams today. It's a little low, I think, personally, but as long as it's consistent, that's what you ask for. Ground ball to Keeler at first, and he looks to go the short way, but decides to throw it first and gets the out. We are going to go on here to the top of the 5th. The Turks are going to need, I believe, 2 runs to keep this game going. Hey, he's got 1,000 fielding percentage. What's that?
You got 44.
Let's check. Yep, 30 strikes. All right, so Rachel, you said you've been hearing me the whole time. So can you hear me right now? Because right now it says the mute button is on. If you can hear me right now, I'm going to have to be a lot more careful when I'm talking to Christy. Well, that's great. Dave Moon, we need to fix this mute button. That could be an issue as this season goes on. We'll see, Steve. We will definitely do that from here on out. We are going to top of the fifth. I believe, unless they have changed a rule here during this COVID time, the Turks need to get 2 runs to keep this game going. We got a submarine pitcher coming in, which, if you haven't faced one, it's going to feel a little bit weird. So Bubba Verhill is coming.
In for 24. 24 is out for the day now.
So we got Bubba Verhill up for his second at bat here for the Turks. Got a foul ball, which is unfortunate. I think Bubba would have beat that out, but it did hit him.
Get ready to be tough. You want to hit?
Ah! 66-mile-an-hour fastball from the submarine pitcher. No ball, it's 2 strikes. And swing and a miss. Ball's on the ground. Throw him out at first base. So we got 1 out here in the top of the 5th. And we got Keegan Arnold batting. So I said number 18. He's actually number 2. I think 18 is his home number. So this is his second at bat. Oh, and we got a hard shot to the third baseman that it's caught, unfortunately. We'll put the ball in play, Keegan. One of our freshmen playing today. So the Turks are down to their last out here. Austin Wood is now batting. Swing and a miss. I can guarantee you that Austin Wood, having not played since 5th grade, has not seen a submarine pitcher before. Just got to stay in there. The ball's going to come back over the plate. Just got to be patient. Nice swing. Fouls it off down the first baseline. Nice job staying back on that. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball misses. Austin holds up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and miss. Off pitch there. And that will be a ball game here. So after 5 innings there, 12-1 will be the end of the game. And again, we hope to see you guys back here on Monday or in person on Monday at Sultan High School when the Turks will host South Whidbey. They got a busy week next week. They got games Monday, Friday, Saturday, and the following Monday. So anyways, we will see you next week. Weather's supposed to be nice. It's going to be a lot nicer for baseball. Great to be back.
I guess it'll be at the house. All right, have a good one.